the floor. Holiday busting it up inside.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Bridges. Launches it. It's hauled in by White. Here are the Celtics with the ball. There's Tatum with the three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Holiday against Ball. Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's Holiday. Nice D from Bridges.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Here's Holiday. Clock at 6. Porzingis with it. Guarded now by Ball. And that one's good. Porzingis.
Well, you know, guys, the combination of strength and height for Porzingis allowing him to take on physical defense much better.
Ball against Holiday. Outside for Green. Boston pulls it in. White on the wing. Green covering. Outside Holiday. And a miss there on the triple. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Here's Brown. Oh, big time right there.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
And how about the Aussie Josh Green? An athletic wing. He's become a real threat from outside.
And I like that he's added that to his game because he gives you all the intangibles. He's a physical presence. He's an excellent defender. He moves well without the ball. When he's knocking down threes, it takes him to another level as an offensive player. He's got a chance to be a really special player going forward. White doing an excellent job coming up with the block there.
Back to Tatum. We've got 1:08 left in the first. And the shot's good. Tatum's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Miller outside. Charlotte again missing.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
The drive by Tatum. And yep, it's good. He has 7.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Bridges brings a toughness to his team's interior scoring because of his athleticism, physicality, and aggressiveness.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
White drives in, and that that one drops for him.
Man, I love watching Tatum break down the defense in the pick and roll, exploits any passing lane that's available to him.
Ball outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics out in front, up 8. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. White coming through.
Terrific find that time by Holiday. You get open. Drew will get it to you.
Recent years have been a bit of a struggle for the Hornets, Clark.
No doubt about it, B.A. I mean, they've dealt with injuries that have really been problematic and roster changes as well. I mean, very much a team in transition, trying to figure out who they are and what they can be. And it's hard to get things clicking when you're having changes in your roster compounded by injuries as well. This isn't a shot Holiday will pass up. He's a reliable three-point shooter.
Ball no good. Tipped. And Porzingis has got the ball here for Boston. Pass to Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on ball. And it's the Hornets on the break. Here's Miller. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
That reach of Porzingis is just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooters.
Clock at 4. Williams. They grab their own miss. They shoot again. Miller can't get it to go. Boston leading by 10. Here's Brown going inside. Rebounded by Green.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Miller against White. To the middle. Here's Williams. And the layup is good off the glass. Williams has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Bridges. Ball taking his time here. Ball ventures inside and converts.
Boy, Ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside.
There's Tatum with the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Now here's Ball. 7 points in the game. Miller a screen on Holiday. And he lobs it up to the rim. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. To the inside. That's good from Holiday on the assist from Tatum. Holiday's got 5 points in the quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Ball. Outside for Green. Six on the shot clock. The kick out to Ball. Pass to Bridges.
Celtics foul.
Second chance effort. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
You know, I also like the fact they've been really aggressive in attacking from behind the arc. They could do a lot of damage from there tonight.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Tatum. Tatum drops the hammer.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one. Doing it all.
Hornets trail by 14. Miller with it. 5 points in the game. There's the drive. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. So Charlotte ends up going with a new group. Tatum from long range. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of this one.
No substitute for hustle and hard work, and Porzingis getting the bucket because he put both into effect there.
Here's Mann. Pass to Smith. Lets it go from deep. The shot misses. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Celtics out in front. They lead by 14. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
They've got Luke Cornett, Torrey Craig out there with Peyton Pritchard, and it's Walsh in at small forward. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
Well, with the Hornets, they're still seeking their first NBA title card.
Yep, and you think about all the talent that's come through the Queen City, BA. Playoff success has eluded them. I mean, hopefully it's just a matter of time before their fans have something to cheer about.
Here's Okogie. On the wing man, the three. The second effort. Williams passes to Smith. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Craig.
And I love watching Smith challenge the defense and getting the foul in the process.
Smith hits them both. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Pass to Walsh. There's the three.
Celtics foul. Luke Cornett. First personal foul. First team foul.
Hornets trail by 10. Picked by Smith. Now here's Mann. Guarded closely. They set a pick. Just 5 to shoot. Okogie on the wing from outside the arc. And Craig pulls it down. Boston leading by 10. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
Here's Pritchard. No points so far. Pass to Craig. Here's Cornette. Cornette sets a screen. Here's Pritchard. Connects from downtown. Pritchard's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Now Smith. There's a screen by Nurkic. Smith passes to Nurkic. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Nurkic has got his second basket on the night.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Pritchard. It's good. Pritchard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Smith into the lane. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
A crafty finisher, Smith has a variety of ways he can finish a drive.
Pass to Cornette. And here's Craig. Here's Pritchard. 5 points in the game. Drops in the three.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him three.
And the pass to Smith. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. There's a screen by Nurkic from 20 feet. And it's Cornette with a rebound.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Here's Hauser, covered by Smith. And the ball out of play. The Hornets will have it. Hornets trail by 10. Outside man. And it's blocked. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. And out of bounds, the Hornets will take it.
That's just sloppy basketball giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Got a line change here for Boston. The Hornets have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his third foul of the game. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. The young fella's got some pretty good hops on it.
Brown, a screen on Bridges. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
7-second difference. Oh, my goodness! Jaylen Brown takes one out of the rafters.
I love seeing players connect like this. Brown excels at knowing when to go for alley-oops.
Miller, a screen on Brown. Ball passes to Bridges. Five on the clock. Pass to Miller. Shoots over Tatum. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Miller's got 9.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And so it's Boston ending the quarter up 10. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Charlotte, Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Josh Green out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams in at the 5. And Tatum, here we go.
Really hard to slow Tatum down on his drive because he's relentless. I mean, he's going to finish whether somebody's in his way or not. This guy's a load offensively to deal with.
Holiday against Ball. Miller a screen on White. Green for three. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game. White against Miller. White, the pass to Porzingis. Porzingis puts it on the deck, and a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Once Porzingis gets some momentum, just get out of the way.
Miller, the pass to Williams. And here's Green from the arc. And he can't get that one. Good work defensively by White. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Tatum. It's good. Tatum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Got to give credit to Tatum. I mean, adding strength over time, learning how to score through contact on the drive, all positive signs.
From behind the arc. From distance. LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. Brown against Green. Back to Porzingis. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. And the Celtics lead by 16. Ball outside. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by White. Celtics lead by 16. And Holiday, here we go. And Holiday powers it home.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
It's stolen by Holiday. Drives to the hoop. And Holiday powers it home.
Not many can turn on the after boosters like Drew Holiday.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Brown. From deep. Counted from distance. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Now here's Brown. The kick out to White. Pass to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. Here's Tatum. Left side Porzingis. Brown scanning the floor. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Celtics.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jason Tatum.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Shooting for Charlotte.
It's both from the stripe. There's 47 seconds left to play in the 4th. Pass to Porzingis. 4-3. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Now here's Tatum. Puts up a deep 3. They get it again. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Driving inside. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
A deep three from Ball. No good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Well, this might... Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. 4 out.
be the Nets off the tip. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Cam Thomas is out there with Johnson. And it's Williams at the small forward position. Here's Claxton.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Porzingis with the ball. Williams picks him up. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Add that to the repertoire of moves on the interior. KP doing work.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
They push it up 4 on 3. And here's Tatum for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, Jason Tatum always working to expand his range. He might as well be in the next county.
White against Johnson. Johnson outside. And stolen by Tatum. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Cans it from downtown.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots.
Claxton a screen on White. Johnson for 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact. You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Williams.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
White, a screen on Johnson. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And stolen by Tatum. Tatum draws the double. White against Thomas. Right side Tatum. Lets it go with the 3. The rebound by the Nets.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, what terrific body control. Jaylen Brown, so athletic, loves to compete, love it.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And here's Tatum for 3. Brown, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now, Jaylen Brown's athleticism makes him a factor on the glass. Nice job getting those second chance points.
Johnson, the pass to Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Tatum. Out to Porzingis. Tatum with a screen on Claxton. Tatum against Johnson. Here's the 3. Shot clock at 6. And it's Jason Tatum with a 3. Tatum's got 8 points.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. The kick out to Holiday. Shakes him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Johnson sets the screen for Johnson. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
It's Brown with the drive. That one goes. Count it. He's got 7.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and
what a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but what a jam! Tatum doing it with style.
Yeah, the handle of Jason Tatum is special, and he has tightened that handle over the course of years.
And not too long ago, Doris, there were such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure to be incredible?
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
They get the rebound. Here's Johnson. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Tatum against Johnson. Axton a screen on Tatum. Johnson. They shoot again. And Claxton with a nice bucket inside. Claxton's got 4 points this quarter.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Tatum, that's good.
But Jason Tatum worked hard, being comfortable in tight windows off the dribble drive. That was a nice-looking move.
Here's Johnson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Porzingis. And we see, as in baseball, Doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
And Thomas, here we go. Back to Williams. Launches a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Williams has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Brown kicks to Tatum. A 3. Rebound by Williams. Nets trail by 11. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Tatum taking it in, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Now, this is one of the best scorers in the game today. Jason Tatum, we're getting used to performances like this.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Johnson. That shot off. White with the defensive effort. It's White on the wing. Carries it from three-point range. White's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Johnson surveying the floor. .106 left in the first half of the game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Tatum against Johnson. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Offline with his three.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Brown wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
And this is what the team wants JB to do. Punish defenses that don't respect him from the corner.
Johnson against White. It's Williams high post. He has 5. And it's Williams throwing it down.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Johnson against Tatum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Tatum's got 16 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
They've got Torrey Craig. And it's Walsh in at the 2-guard spot. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
Well, DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy, I know we all are, for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Takes a 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. Nets trail by 16. Here's Clowney. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Boston shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Now, here's Craig. They set the pick, and they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
There's Russell with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
There's the drive. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Boston leading by 13. Here's Craig. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Craig's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
It's hauled in by Cornette. Boston's got the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Pritchard. He has yet to score. Going inside. Pass to Craig. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 18.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Melton. Pritchard passes to Craig. 6 to shoot. For the three. The rebound by Watford. Nets trail by 15. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Jimmy. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
They get it back. Walsh. Here's Pritchard. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now Melton. Still scoreless. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Jimmy. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Boston leading by 12. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Russell with a wide open look. Off target with his three. Boston's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And he's good on the three ball. Tatum's got 19 points.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
The 17-footer. That one doesn't go. 1 second left. Doesn't go that time. And so it's the Boston Celtics holding a big 18-point lead to and let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Thomas is out there with Johnson, and it's Williams at the 3 spot. Tatum dishes to Holiday. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Nets.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
I'll tell you, at 7'3", to have that kind of body control, Kristaps Porzingis makes it look easy.
Right side, Thomas. Off target from outside. Boston leading by 20. Outside Holiday, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Williams. Outside for Thomas. Over Holiday. Thomas with another miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Brown. Rebounded by the Nets. Johnson's got his fourth rebound in this one. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Here's Johnson. Johnson outside. 5 to shoot. Back to Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And you talk about complementary pieces, Doris. Cam Johnson could fit on any team in the NBA.
And that is because, Kevin, he has got one of the most valuable skills in the game today. That's range shooting. He's got size and a quick release, and he just continues to grow on the defensive end. Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Johnson. White covering. Johnson gets the bucket.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Celtics leading by 21. Outside Tatum. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Thomas. The Nets have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. It's good.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
The kick out to Tatum. Tatum with another miss. The Nets trail by 19. Here's Thomas. And Thomas with the stuff.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Out to Porzingis, a 3-ball. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Boston.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jason Tatum.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
Tatum looking around. Porzingis kicks to Holiday. Connects from 3-point range. And the Celtics lead by 19.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Outside, White. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining. And the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Team foul.
And stolen by White.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Outside, Porzingis. Tatum against Thomas from the arc. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Johnson can't hit. Tatum with it. Outside, Porzingis. Shoots over Johnson. And the miss. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
These two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with Johnson. And it's Williams in at the three, the small forward. And here's Charlotte now. Ball outside. Rejected by Claxton. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Here's Brooklyn. Outside Johnson. The three. Miller pulls it in. And they're on the break. And Ball throws it down.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. He can really whip passes there around the court.
All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Ball. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. Ball passes to Green. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time.
Yeah, the instant LaMelo sees the opening, he's moving the ball. He jumps at the chance to feed a wide-open guy.
Ball against Johnson. Pass to Claxton. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Ball taking his time here. Green with a screen on Johnson. Here's Ball. Claxton with a rebound.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Johnson a screen on Miller. Williams with it. Guarded now by Williams.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Green, a screen. Here's Ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The inside ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Here's Ball. It's stolen by Johnson. Williams in the post. Green covering. Williams passes to Johnson.
2 minutes.
Johnson a screen on Ball. The shot by Johnson, no good. The Hornets have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And it's Ball off the drive. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Grant?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Now here's Ball. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Up top, Johnson, hounded by Ball. And the shot goes in. Johnson's got 9 points.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Bridges, a screen on Johnson. Ball into the lane. And Ball throws it down.
And Ball makes the intelligent play, using the tried and true pick and roll to create an opening.
Johnson against Ball. Johnson a screen on Ball. Shot by Johnson, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. And there's a whistle. That goes on Cam Thomas. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
.32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Johnson against Ball. Green with a screen on Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ball. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
He's such a gifted scorer. Ball can get it done from all over the court.
Johnson against Ball. Outside Johnson. Johnson a screen on Ball. Got it off in time. No good. Would have counted had it gone. LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
On the floor for Brooklyn, Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Johnson is out there with Cameron Thomas, and it's Williams in at the small forward position. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, "I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind." Brian, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allie. Now here's Johnson. 9 points in the game. Count that one.
Johnson.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Ball outside from deep three-point range. The shot won't fall. Nets trail by 3. Thomas outside. Claxton down low, working on Williams, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And he can't get the first one. And how about Nick Claxton? You'd be hard-pressed to find a more versatile defender.
He's come so far in that area since he came into the league. He's become an elite defender. There isn't a position on the floor he can't guard.
Now here's Ball. 12 points for him. Ball in the paint.
You know, when everything's clicking, Ball can steal the show, and we're seeing it right here.
Here's Johnson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Now here's Ball. He's got 14. Bridges, a screen on Johnson. And he lobs it up top. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Yeah, what a creative player in these pick and rolls. Ball takes pleasure dicing up defenses like this.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Johnson on the wing. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Ball outside. LaMelo on the attack. And Ball throws it down.
The defense leaves an opening and Ball exploits it. I mean, he can be so sudden.
Johnson inside, hounded by Ball. Johnson with a bucket.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Charlotte leading by 3.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Ball.
2 minutes.
And they get it back. Miller, the pass to Ball. Miller, a screen on Johnson. Back to Miller. Tries yet again. And he lays it in. And the Hornets lead by 5.
Yeah, just a great feel by Miller. Getting in there for the board and putting it right back up.
Pass to Johnson. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hornets with the rebound. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in the game. Ball outside. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Claxton. Here's Johnson. Count it. Good. Johnson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Cameron Thomas.
Charlotte leading by 3. Ball outside. Miller, a screen on Johnson. Ball passes to Miller. High arcing shot. Brooklyn pulls it in. Williams with it. Guarded now by Williams. Outside Johnson. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Ball passes to Bridges. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Williams. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Williams has got 5.
3.
Ball with it. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Nets out in front. They lead by 2. And we'll be back right after this.
And get ready for the Phantom half-court shot.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
They've got Trey Mann. Josh Okogie is out there with Grant Williams. Then it's Smith, and it's Nurkic in at center. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Now here's Russell. Timmy. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. And so it's Nurkic who brings up the ball for Charlotte. Nurkic, a screen on Russell. Pass to Nurkic. Williams on the wing. Melton covers. 6 to shoot. Williams, a screen on Russell. Man. Here's Okogie. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. Okogie's got his first basket. And Brooklyn's shooting 55% for the game so far. Russell up top. He's guarded by Mann. Here's Clowney. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Russell. No points yet. They set the pick. The 3 ball. Nails it from 3. And it's a 5-point Nets lead.
A volume 3-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Melton against Smith. Shoots over Melton. No good off the back of the rim.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Here's Clowney for 3. Rebounded by Nurkic. Here's Okogie. Pass to Smith. Back to Okogie. Now here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yes, Smith has some bunnies on him. Gets off the floor fast to slam it down.
Melton finds Russell. And there's the foul. It's on Grant Williams. That's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
It's stolen by Nurkic. And so it looks like the Hornets will retain possession here. Hornets trail by 3. Smith outside. Left side man. Here's Williams. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Williams.
Grant Williams taking 2 shots.
He's off on the second. Brooklyn has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Russell, double team. Pass to Melton from the arc. Knocks down the triple. And the Nets lead by 5.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Takes a 13-footer. The rebound by Melton. Brooklyn has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. To the left side wing. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And the basket is good. Melton's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Smith. Nurkic to screen on Melton. Here's Smith. It's deflected. Now here's Russell. He's guarded by man. Tipped away. And it's the Hornets on the break. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
So Charlotte ends up going with a new group. Johnson for 3. Rebounded by Green. Hornets trail by 5. 34 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
And look at Ball take off. Love seeing him use his athleticism to slam it home.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Miles Bridges. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Keon Johnson.
And Johnson drops them both. For Charlotte, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Ball against Johnson. Ball no good. Outside, Williams. And that's not going to go. And we've reached the end of the third. Brooklyn out in front, leading. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Brooklyn leading by 5. On the floor for the Nets. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with Johnson. And it's Williams in at the 3. And the three-pointer goes.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And Brooklyn has possession after the basket by Charlotte. Johnson a screen on Ball. Johnson inside, guarded by Miller. That's a miss. Shooting 7 for 14 from the floor. Ball outside. Johnson against Miller. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Tough move by Miller, having to absorb the foul while taking his shot.
Brandon Miller, 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Now Johnson. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Up top, Johnson. Outside, Williams. Here's the 3. Sinks the tray. And the Nets lead by 8.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Ball outside. Hook loose. And now the Nets on the break. Johnson for 3. Here's Claxton. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Thomas. Sends it home from 3-point land. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nets.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
They also excelled defensively tonight, particularly inside. Tons of shots sent back, which was a treat to watch.
Ball taking it all the way.
Yeah, nice quick transition play from Ball, getting out ahead of the defense and converting on the fast break.
Here's Johnson. That one drops for him. Johnson's got 22 points. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Ball against Johnson. Fires the 3. Ball no good.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
It's Johnson with a drive. Yep, that one goes. And now a 9-point Brooklyn lead.
Just running in. Johnson takes off the moment he sees that gap.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Ball against Johnson. Ball no good.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
From outside the arc. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That's on Mark Williams.
Hey, nice work tracking the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
3 shots.
And the second free throw is good. It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far. 1:46 left in the final quarter. Miller finds Bridges. Ball against Johnson. Ball outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's a whistle. That goes on Cam Thomas. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Johnson against Ball. Green with a screen on Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Ball way outside. Ball with another miss. Nets leading by 12.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Nets.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Keon Johnson.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Here's Ball, following the bucket by Brooklyn. Miller outside. pass the ball. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this build...
1-1, a clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
Now here's Ball. Nice D from Porzingis.
Excellent coverage defensively. Making it hard on him.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
It's stolen by White. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And finished off by Brown.
A big athletic finish by Brown. Polishing off the lob pass with authority.
Miller kicks to Green. No good, unable to end this run. The Celtics have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Now, we talked about Jrue Holiday and how he plans to stop him from being a factor out there. Coach said it won't be easy. He told me Holiday is a gifted two-way guy, but I think we can trip him up by staying on him on all times, by staying aggressive. So that direct approach is what they hope throws Holiday off his game. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
So much drive in this game. Ball wants to beat you and make you feel it.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
And here is Ball after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Green, the pass to Ball. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Hornets trail by 12. Dan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
And the dunk by Tatum.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now, here's Ball. Pass to Green, stolen by Holiday. Brown outside. Brown jams it in.
My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
Ball against Holiday. Ball feeling it out a bit to end the run. And again, the Hornets missing. Celtics leading by 16. Here's Holiday. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. That's 7 points for Jrue Holiday.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Ball with the bucket.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Good on the bucket. Tatum's got 10 points.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Now here's Brown. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A nice shot by Tatum. He's got 12.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Offensive rebound. Pass the ball. Fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
Hits. Got that one from Nurkic. Celtics leading by 17. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Williams' shot is off. For Boston, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. White, wide open, he fired. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Nurkic's screen on White. Smith for 3. That one misses. White with the defensive effort. Here's Brown. Can't cash in from close range.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right and you still get a bad result.
From 15 feet away, misses off the right iron.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Scooped up. Outside White. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Nice. 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And I love Holiday's shot selection. Fantastic at realizing when he should shoot off the catch.
Man, taken away by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Here's Brown. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
The 3 from Tatum. It's rebounded by Charlotte. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shines bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
And a deep 3 from Ball. They get it back. And Williams throws it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Hornets have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Ball sets a screen for Miller. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. White drives in. Count it. Good. White's got 5 points now this quarter.
And great to see Porzingis share the ball. A great decision from the Latvian. Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
Brown with the bucket.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
Ball with it. He has 6. Here's the 3. And so it's the Boston Celtics in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll return shortly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Well, that's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
Trey Mann is out there with Smith. Then there's Grant Williams. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls for Williams. Boston's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Craig, good.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Mann passes to Nurkic. The 17-footer goes down. Nurkic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And many players shy away from that mid-range shot these days, but Nurkic isn't one of them. He feels good about that shot, and they're fine with him taking it.
Pass to Pritchard. Here's Craig. They get it again. Cornette, and he banks in the layup.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Now, Mann, still yet to score, and it's Smith missing. Here's Walsh. He's guarded by Williams. To the right side. Here's Cornette. Good on the shot. Cornette's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Mann. Offensive rebound. And Keita gets it to go. Keita's got his first basket of the night.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Pritchard. His three-pointers off the mark. Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Craig touched it last. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Nurkic. Hits the front of the rim and out. Austin's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Keita tries again. It's Craig, top of the key. Takes the three. The three-pointer is right on target. Craig's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Celtics. Smith outside. Outside Williams. Six on the shot clock. Here's Nurkic. And again, the Hornets missing. The Celtics have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Snatched up. Here's Cornette. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cornette's got 8 here in the quarter.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
The Hornets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Mark Williams is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Bridges comes in for Grant Williams. Josh Green's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Miller's subbed in for Smith. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And what I love about Tatum, he is decisive with his decision-making in terms of driving the basketball. Solid at kind of just putting his head down and creating the angle, and then the strength there to take the contact and force the foul.
LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for the Hornets. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Miller. Pass to Green. Fires the three. They get it again. Here's Williams. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's Boston with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And the Hornets making a change here. Diabate's checked in. Porzingis with the steal. And here's Holiday. On the wing, Brown. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those are the things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Tatum dishes to Brown. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Brandon Miller.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
And he nails the third. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. Clock at 6. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Outside, Green. Back to Ball. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Looking to get it going. And Boston with the rebound. Holiday, no one around him. A putback, White. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
White against Miller. On the wing, Bridges. Pass the ball. Thrown out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's White. The three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse, and they were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jrue Holiday.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat. Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Ball, no good. Holiday finds Tatum. To the paint. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And there's never been a question about LaMelo's handles. There's a lot he can do with the ball in his hand.
Holiday with the three. They get it back. The three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking them down, you might as well keep riding it.
Now, here's Ball. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. First.
matchup.
Features two teams that are elite when it comes to rebounding, Doris.
You know, there was a point at which, BA, it felt like rebounding was almost, especially on the offensive end, de-emphasized. Now you're getting back to a point where understanding dominating the defensive backboards. It means finishing your possession defensively and offensively creating more opportunity. It's an important aspect on both ends.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Johnson against Holiday. Johnson passes to Thomas. Fires it in the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And here's Holiday. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period.
Now here's Johnson. Porzingis grabs the board. It's Brown on the wing. He buries it from 3.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez.
The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Claxton, a screen on Holiday. Here's Johnson. Got a hand on it.
How about the defense from Holiday? Reading the play and using his defensive instincts to swat it back.
Tatum, a screen on Johnson. And Tatum, here we go. And finished off by Tatum.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Johnson passes to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Thomas against White. Here he goes. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Well, Derek White showing you I can put it on the deck and finish off a pretty drive. Nicely done, Derek.
Up top, Johnson. He's covered by Holiday. Johnson passes to Johnson. Three-pointer, no good. Celtics lead by 6. Well, the Nets are still feeling the ramifications of trading for James Harden, Doris.
Well, BA, consider in that trade they gave away Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, and 4, count them, 4 first-round picks for a total of just 80 games played for James Harden. The reverberations are still being felt.
Now here's Johnson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Over White. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder should he have moved it just one pass more.
White, the pass to Tatum. He drops it from range. Tatum's got 7.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
Johnson passes to Claxton. Knocked away. It's stolen by Tatum. Pass to Brown from behind the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. Nets trail by 9. Thomas with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. The shot by Johnson, no good. Boston's gone 2 of 5 from deep. And finished off by Tatum.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Great positioning on the putback.
Well, you've got size and length, so Kristaps Porzingis, the extra possession.
Johnson against Holiday. To halt the run. The shot by Johnson, no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And the bucket is good. Brown's got his second basket of the game.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Launches it. And so it's Boston feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Boston.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with Johnson. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Johnson for three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Three-pointer Holiday. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Always reading the angles. Holiday's able to find his shot.
Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, BA, at 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
Johnson against Holiday. Johnson a screen on Holiday. Clock at 6. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Well, you're trying to answer the three, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
You know, one thing you got to love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Here's Johnson, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Johnson's got his first 2 points. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Johnson passes to Claxton. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
Oh, from deep. It's hauled in by White. Boston on offense. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much. Good work there as it goes.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Johnson a screen on Holiday. Soft touch off the glass. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
To the wing on the left. Outside White. Tatum a screen on Thomas. White the pass to Tatum. Out to the wing. For 3, Porzingis. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. Tatum against Claxton. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Outside Holiday. Outside Porzingis. Misses the 3. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. And Claxton gets the bucket.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Outside Brown. Outside Holiday from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. Holiday's got 12 points in the game.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
And it's Williams off the drive. And Williams punches it home.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. And there's the drive. Kick out to Brown. Can't hit from in close.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one. You know, you have to recognize the chance to push it, and they did. Great pass to get the ball behind the defense, and an easy 2 points on the board.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
They grab their own miss. There's Tatum with the 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Boston cruising into the next quarter with a thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
He's been a real difference maker today in terms of reeling in offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle, you love the work ethic he has had on display.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. We've got Al Horford, Torrey Craig out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Queta in at the 4 slot. It's scooped up. Outside Craig. Lets it go from deep. Brooklyn with the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Here's Clowney. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Clowney's got his first 2 points of the night. Boston has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. And there's the screen. Horford outside. Off target at the rim. And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Nets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Hornets checked in for Boston.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Walsh can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. From deep, Melton. Queta pulls it in. For Boston, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Snatched up. Pass to Walsh. And here's Craig. Puts up a three. Offensive rebound. Cato. And he dunks it down.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out. You know, once a pass is made out of the double team like that, the defense is spread too thin to stop the bucket. Heads up assist there.
Pass to Cornet. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Robbed.
Third quarter.
1:56 left in the third quarter. Here's Walsh. Pass to Cornet. Basket's good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. I'm surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Pritchard, the pass to Cornet. The three from Craig. Gets the three to fall. Craig's got 6.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Walsh. Boston on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Boston?
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
There's a screen. The three from Craig. Hits a three-pointer. Craig's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Right side, Russell. Out to the right wing. Let's go with a three. Sinks it from distance. Watford's got 9 points here in the second half.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Pass to Cornet. Count that bucket. He's got 7.
Walsh.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. Timmy. It's rebounded by Walsh. Here's Pritchard. Good on the shot.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Johnson is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in at the three. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Cato. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Johnson. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. So it's Boston now. They set the screen. Pritchard, the pass to Cornet. Off target from outside. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. But you look at Cam Thomas, Grant, you think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
We've got a line change here for Boston. Pass to Porzingis. Lets the three fly. They get it back. Goes back up. And And Brown with the layup.
Yeah, Brown just doing a great job getting after it, mixing it up on the window.
Johnson against Holiday. It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Nets.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Porzingis against Claxton. White with a steal. Now the Celtics on the move. It's stolen by Johnson. In transition. Oh, there's the alley. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. White for three. Drains the triple.
That's a crafty play. Understanding when to pull up off the bounce to get that jumper to go. Derek White is on time.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul. From deep, Johnson. He can't get it to go. Boston's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Brown, a screen on Johnson. Pass to Porzingis. The three ball. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
Boy, don't let Porzingis get cooking from three-point territory. He is a sweet shooting big man.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one.
Drew Holiday. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times. Had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
The ball's knocked loose. White with the steal. Pass to Tatum. And then Tatum slams it in.
I'd say this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Claxton with a rebound.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Celtics.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jason Tatum.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Team's fifth foul.
First free throw is good.
Shooting for Brooklyn. Cameron Johnson.
And Johnson drops them both. You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. The three. Claxton with a rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And here's Thomas from the arc. Tatum pulls it in. White on the wing. Thomas defends. Kick out to Brown. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the long J.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to lock out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And out the line, shooting 2.
The free throw dropped for Johnson.
Johnson.
Second free throw, no good. Now here's Tatum. Fires away from way outside. And no good. Outside, Williams. And the miss. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
You know, when you take a look at how these teams play, is it fair to expect a slower pace of the game?
I certainly think so, partner. I mean, both teams are extremely disciplined. They're not really interested in going up and down in a windshield wiper fashion. They value taking care of the ball and playing in the half court.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Mark Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Now Ball. After Keon Johnson's three-pointer that didn't go. Clark, the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball. And the only thing holding him back now is his health.
It certainly is, and it's unfortunate because he's a talented, fun-to-watch player. He's already missed a bunch of games early in his career. But he is the total package as a point guard now. Great length at 6'7", and I still think he has MVP potential. It's a matter of can he stay on the floor?
Johnson sets the screen for Thomas. Johnson outside. That's in there. Thomas with the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Ball, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And Keon Johnson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
15 seconds.
Miller up on top. He's guarded by Williams. Shot clock at 6. Shots good by Miller.
Going deep in his bag there. Miller with the incredible crossover.
Johnson against Ball. Johnson outside. Over in the corner, Claxton. A baseline J. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Clark with the Hornets, they were hit with injuries as hard as any team in the NBA in the 23-24 season.
Kevin, I couldn't agree with you more. They were so unfortunate in that regard, and it's not anything you can control, and it made it almost impossible for them to have a productive season because of those injuries.
And stolen by Williams. Johnson finds Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Claxton. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. 6-point game.
First quarter.
Williams against Claxton. Kicks it out to Johnson. That 3 off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
There's Miller with the 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. And here are the Nets. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Johnson surveying the floor. And that's a foul called on Josh Green. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Connects from 3-point range.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Ball with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Bridges for 3. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
No hesitation from Bridges there. He knows exactly when he should look to shoot it off the catch.
And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now, here's Ball. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, Ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside.
Williams against Green. Johnson from outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. 34 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Green. And no good that time. Williams with the defensive effort. Here's Johnson. Williams with the block. Here's Bridges, and he drives in. Then Bridges jams it in.
Well, you got to do a lot more than this to stop Bridges. I mean, when he's got momentum behind him, he runs right through the defense.
Count it. Ball's got 6.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Johnson kicks to Johnson. Over Bridges. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 2. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Johnson is out there with Thomas, and it's Williams at the small forward position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Claxton sets the screen for Johnson. Over in the corner, Williams. No good with the triple. And so here's Charlotte. And what stands out most, Clark, about Mark Williams, it has to be his rebounding.
Yeah, he's a glass-eating machine, and on a per-minute basis, he's one of the best in the league at corralling boards. But he's had a little bit of an issue staying healthy. When he's on the floor, though, he gives them a real powerful presence up front.
Johnson, the pass to Thomas. Sweet move, and blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Outside Williams. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Ball has wasted no time showing off his passing skills. A really gifted distributor.
Johnson with a screen on Ball. A three-pointer off the mark. Hornets leading by 4. Lays it up and banks it in. Ball's got 8 points.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't phase him. That rarely works against Ball.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Claxton sets the screen for Johnson. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Johnson with a screen on Ball. To halt the run. Rebound by Williams.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Hornets.
Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Ball against Johnson. Ball no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Bucket is good.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Thomas gets a wide open look. Good. A nice assist for Williams. Thomas got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Hey, this mix of agility, instinct, athleticism, Ball able to drive right in for the big throwdown.
Johnson against Ball. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Over Miller. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Thomas. The Hornets have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. To the middle. Here's Williams. Again, the Hornets score.
Assist. LaMelo Ball.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. You see some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And the rejection by Claxton. Can't connect from short range. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. The Hornets lead by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. We've got Williams. Smith is out there with Trey Mann. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. Smith against Melton. They set the pick. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Well, DeAnthony Melton flies under the radar, Clark, but he is a solid role player.
Rock solid in every way, partner. Does a little bit of everything. You know, he's a disruptive defender and has great instincts at that end of the floor. He also can space the floor for you because he can make threes, but also can make plays, too.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there, didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Now, man, scoreless thus far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Nurkic. Off target at the rim. Brooklyn's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Outside, Russell. For the lead. Hornets with the rebound. Here's Nurkic. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Nurkic has got his first 2 points of the night.
In the paint, Nurkic's height makes him such a challenge to defend. It's really easy for him to get that shot off in rhythm.
Here's Watford. On the wing, Melton. Knocks down the 3-ball. Melton's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Nets. Hornets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
Charlotte leading by 3. Here's Smith. Here's Williams. The rebound by Watford. Brooklyn's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. And he commits the intentional foul.
There's really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Nurkic a screen on Russell. Driving in. Yep, that one goes in there. Mann's got his second bucket of the night.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And it's Nick Smith with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Third team foul.
1:41 left to play here in the third. There's the pick. Timmy, he's guarded by Nurkic. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. There's a Kobe. Mann with it. Just 5 to shoot. Nurkic a screen on Russell. Mann passes to Okogie. Cans it from downtown. Okogie's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Back to Russell. Nets passing it around. Here's Watford. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Okogie, the pass to Mann. Here's Okogie. Nurkic a screen on Russell. The kick out to Williams. Beyond the arc. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Nets trail by 8. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Clowney. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Back to Mann. Nurkic a screen on Russell. Now here's Nurkic and stolen by Russell. Good if it goes. That one doesn't drop. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's Charlotte up by 5. Don't go anywhere. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Johnson is out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Williams at the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. Floats it up for Williams. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Miller. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. They grab their own miss. And yes, it's good. Claxton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, you really do, because those extra possessions, when they lead to points, that's huge. I mean, he did a nice job there. Never gave up on the play. And you know my motto, persistence pays dividends.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. The Nets making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, during the break, listened in with Charles Lee and his team. He told me he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Nurkic checked in for Mark Williams. Johnson, the pass to Claxton. His 3-pointers off the mark. Charlotte leading by 5. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Ball kicks to Bridges. Back to Ball. Nurkic, a screen on Johnson. The drive by Ball. It's hauled in by Thomas. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. From outside the arc. Bridges with the board. Charlotte has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. And Green slams it in.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Johnson. Pass to Claxton. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Another ball. First personal foul. First team foul.
It's stolen by Green.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got into position for the steal.
Well, you look at Ball, and I really think he excels more in the open court than he does in the half court.
Johnson can't hit. Hornets leading by 9. Out to Bridges. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Thomas, no luck.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Nurkic against Johnson. Nurkic dishes to Bridges. Ball feeling it out a bit. There's 1:59 left in the 4th quarter. Can't hit from in close. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Ball. Williams for 3. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. Ball against Johnson. Ball kicks to Nurkic. Pass to Miller. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Thomas's shot is off. Charlotte leading by 6. And Basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Powering through the foul there. Miller showing some serious intensity.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Hornets.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LaMelo Ball.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Ball driving to the basket. He gets it in there.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Puts up a deep three. Here's Nurkic, and it falls. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, about the mental toughness that this group showed. They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Hart.